Let's talk about the economic policy and the damage being done to our country with Richard Tice now, businessman and chairman of the Brexit Party. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Julia.
Good morning. You sound very, very echoey, so I'm hoping we can improve that line. It sounds like you're in a broom cupboard. Let's talk about these new job support scheme. £13 billion extra support for businesses and jobs could end up costing £20 billion, more and more money on the deficit. But a lot of people saying, look, we need this help if we are going to have all these different tiers and have businesses forced to close and losing business. But do you think that more and more money being spent by the government on more of these schemes is the answer?
Well, of course, it's not the answer if you believe, as I do, that actually we should be opening up the economy. We should be adopting the Great Barrington Declaration approach to this virus. We should be focusing protection on the elderly and then letting the rest of us and our economy and our businesses, get on with our lives. That's my view, but the government's going down the wrong approach. It's going down this regional and local lockdown approach. And on that basis, they are destroying thousands of viable businesses, hundreds of thousands of jobs. And so, yes, they've given themselves no choice but to extend in different ways the furlough scheme. They've announced it incredibly late, as with most of their decisions. And it's absolutely tragic. Here in central London, the streets are empty, shops are empty, bars, other places, the place is literally shutting down. And we've got in central London, we've got a mayor of London he's flip-flopping all over the place. Someone's finally told him that there's a serious crisis with the London economy. No, I think the government's in real trouble here. They are investing, or they're spending all this taxpayers' cash, our hard-earned cash, with these job protection schemes, on the basis of an approach to COVID, which is completely the wrong approach.
And this tier 2 for London, this does have a bigger effect on not just the London economy, but the national economy than other great, wonderful cities of the north, simply because it is the powerhouse of the British economy. A third of all taxes paid in this country are paid in London because of so many big corporations and lots. There is so much more money there, and there is a big concern, isn't there, that the effect of the economy overall of this partial, these partial measures in tier 2 in London will actually have a knock-on effect everywhere else as well. What do you make of the ongoing battles between the government and the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan? Because there are ongoing battles about the costs of transport for London, which is a huge, multi-billion pound cost of all the tube and rail and bus network for the capital city. And there's talk of congestion charges being expanded to the north and south circular. I mean, at the moment it's 25 quid if you've got a diesel car to drive into central London anyway. I don't know anyone would do it in their right mind because of that huge cost. But there seems to be the ongoing battle of who's to blame for all the financial woes afflicting the capital city. What do you make of it all?
Well, what we know from Sadiq Khan is it's always someone else's fault and someone else hasn't stumped up the cash. But the truth is that he basically made Transport for London bankrupt even before the COVID crisis. We've got almost £20 billion invested in Crossrail with no idea if it's going to open, when it's going to open. We in London, we've got bridges shut for years, like Hammersmith Bridge. We've currently got Vauxhall Bridge shut. We've got barriers everywhere. Roads are being shut down. I think London's in real serious trouble. And business owners who are looking at investing hard-earned cash, they've hung on through this crisis. They're now, sadly, they're just giving up. They're saying it's no longer worth it. I might as well shut up shop and see what happens when this is all over. It's really, really serious. And I don't think the mayor's got any idea. I think, Julia, to be honest, the government should now nationalise Transport for London, like they did with the railways all over the country. And that would actually allow Sadiq Khan to focus on the other crisis in London, which, of course, is violent crime, knife crime, the high murder rate. Why doesn't he just focus on one thing and see if he can do that properly?
Okay, well, we didn't even get a chance to talk about something which positively more positive, Brexit and those talks resuming yet again yesterday. But I'm sure we'll talk to you about that again many times in the future.